Good morning and thanks for joining us on the Monday edition of TVC Breakfast. I am Veronica Dan-Ikpoyi and I'm not here alone. I have my co-anchors, Super Sam Omatseye, as well as the President, Mike Okwoche. Gentlemen, good morning.
You what? Don't make GSS come for me. Good morning. Good to see you.
Same here.
Sam, it's good to see you, really.
Yes, we
Well
missed you
done.
last week.
Yeah, but I was around part of last
Yeah,
week.
part of it. Part of
The
it.
remaining
Part
parts
of
that
it.
you are not around, we missed your presence.
Yeah.
Actually. But there's been a lot of things happening that happened over the weekend, and would like to look into some of them. We recall that Saturday was the 1st of October that marked the 62nd anniversary of Nigeria's independence, and there was a million march across the country for one of the presidential aspirants in person of Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate. Yes, yeah. And so in that, march, there was a video that went viral talking about that the Deputy Governor of Lagos State's son was part of the Million Man March, the person of Obafemi Hamzat's son. And he has come out to refute that, saying that that was not his son. And then there was also the aspect of another fake news where rumors made the rounds that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu also had passed. And, he came out with a video saying, I am alive, fit for this work. He fired back like a paper reported this morning. And I'm wondering what we are making of these, developments with regards to the campaigns and the coming elections, where we have begun to see fake news, misinformation, and all of it making the rounds, Sam.
It is a pretext to what we are going to see in the coming months. And unlike any other campaign that we have ever had in this country, this is going to be a campaign of falsehoods and a campaign in which all kinds of misrepresentations are going to be accepted as facts. And that is what we are seeing with the case in what we experienced over the last weekend, where Hamzat's son is not Hamzat's son, or somebody gave birth to Hamzat's son, reared the child, made him a big man, and then announced it to the world that this is Hamzat's son.
Without his knowledge.
Without his knowledge. Because they actually made him produce a son without his capacity to know. And he says that is the kind of falsity that you have. In fact, I was so curious, I had to call him. I said, this is what is going on. And he was really, really, really upset that this kind of thing could be happening in Nigeria. I was wondering what kind of mobilization, what kind of society that we are trying to build where we cannot rely on facts. Then there was another one on Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, in which they put a picture around that he was on catheter, and that he could not rise from his hospital bed, and a certain white woman was trying to lift, and it was very clear that that was not him, because they wanted to use a man with a bald head. They could have used me too, Use a bald head, or you.
Myself,
eh?
Because I have a runway here.
Yeah, you have a runway
I have
there.
a runway.
They could have used you, and then they said that was it. So what it means is that our eyes are not longer our eyes. We can't read. As I wrote this morning in my column, maybe we need to think about our diets and put a lot of vitamins there so that some of us can see clearly. So we don't see bald heads everywhere, because we see one bald head, we think every bald head is one particular bald head. It reminds me of one short story by Nabokov in which somebody fell in love with somebody and was trying to see the face of that person everywhere he was going to. Anywhere he went to, must be that person. There's also one on by Gea Ayasi Urut. So these things are going on. So we have to be careful. Then they said the past. I even saw one they attributed to Reuters, saying that for medical reasons he had moved out of the race, and they said he's dead. They said that this Mark Twain said stories of my death were grossly exaggerated.
Yeah.
And you know that kind of thing. So these are the things. And I know Shakespeare once said that, he said, are we trying to how did he put it? Are not some whole that we want to make sick? Yeah? In Julius Caesar, I said, are not some whole that we want to make sick? So who is sick now?
Right.
Is it the person who is seen wrongly or the person who is well?
Right. Indeed, that's a cogent question to ask. You see, what Obafemi Hamzat said, whoever came up with this should be arrested and prosecuted. Perhaps that might be the way to go now with regards to addressing this matter.
Well, the point is, you will see, like Sam has said, you see lots of desperation to make certain points. But the point there is, at campaigns like this, is a peak where we see fake news. And examples of fake news and misinformation, disinformation. These are all examples of media illiteracy. A lot of people don't know these things. But we are going to see more of it going forward. But people have to be conscious. And the reality is that when the traditional media, who is supposed to be the touchlight, when they begin to fall into that deep, then there's going to be trouble.
Right.
So we have to all sit up to know that whatever you forward, whatever you send, whatever you publish, or whatever you broadcast may not necessarily be the truth until you verify it, until you find it out somehow.
All right, we need to quickly move forward.
What it means is that the Asiwaju campaign must be alert to some of these. They've been doing it.
I think all the campaigns should even be alert because it's all about Nigerians.